ministry is all about helping the youth out there, helping the disadvantaged youth, those who have parents who are incarcerated, those who are struggling with poverty, those who just need a helping hand.
Community outreach ministry is definitely fulfilling a need here in our community, in our valley. And they are speaking to the children and spreading the word of God, but also helping them learn right from wrong and not to make mistakes in the future, and really developing their character.
Through this ministry, my kids have learned to give back and serve others.
Some of the kids, if it's not for this program, they wouldn't know any better. The right and wrongs, the morals, they have no structure on what to do with life and how to live in this society. And some of the kids are introduced to stealing and lying and doing some real serious thing at a very early age. And Angel Tree come to, and the community outreach, they come through and just almost like washing their brains clean of all the bad stuff that has happened to them. And you see a glimpse of happiness in these children. Their attitudes changes tremendously.
They get them involved with different things throughout the year. A couple of months ago, we went to visit a horse ranch and we did a picnic. We just recently did the Veterans Day Parade. And it's all about getting these kids together, getting them part of the community, and letting them know that someone cares.
It is so important. These children need to know mom and dad still care. They need to know that mom and dad are really there. Because some of them, like my grandchildren, were very young. They could have easily forgotten mom and dad, you know. So I think it helps the children to have a contact with their parents at Christmas, know that mom and dad care enough for them at Christmas to give them something.
It's given my kids not just physically, but emotionally, you know, it's helped them. It's given them a support. It's given them somebody, especially my youngest, somebody to go to, a mentor. Through the community outreach, you know, now they have church and they've started up their own youth group.
My kids have learned a lot, especially at the camps. It's all about learning more about Jesus, coming close together. Sometimes church can be boring, so we need to take the boring out of church, and we need to get these kids involved with learning about Jesus to let them know that Jesus is not boring at all.
My son's 17 now, and I thought after the first year he wouldn't want to go back because he's getting so old. Every year he wants to go.
With my oldest one, he had a habit of lying a lot, and he went to camp one year, the first year he went to camp, and he came back and he said, "Mommy, I'm not going to lie anymore." And it made a big difference in his life. Truth meant something to him during this visit in the mountains at the Christian camp.
I came to know community outreach ministry while I was incarcerated. My two children were a part of the ministry while I was incarcerated. They were first contacted through Angel Tree to receive gifts at Christmas, and after that they became part of the ministry. They started going to the camps every year, and they were just embraced through Mona Davies and Bob Davies and her foundation.
My husband was incarcerated, and he couldn't give him presents. The Angel Tree and Community Outreach made sure that he was thinking of them. And because my husband signed us up for the program, that the presents were from him, not from him, but that he was sending them.
I would like to tell Bob and Mona thank you so much for helping out. Thank you for helping out my kids when I was unable to. And all the volunteers, thank you so much for caring, because I do know Bob and Mona personally now, and I know their heart. I know that they live for this, and I know that they love this.
Thank you to Mona and Bob Davies for starting community outreach ministry, and thank you to the sponsors and all the volunteers who come out and make the lives of these children's lives better.
I thank these people for doing what they're doing, because I know what it did for my grandchildren, and I know what it's done for other children too.
First of all, I'd like to address Pastor Bob. He's an awesome man. His patience with children, I really admire him, because it takes a lot to be patient with teenagers and even the younger ones. And Mona, she's just like an angel from heaven. And I truly believe that in our time that God has given her, God has just really blessed her and given her a journey to go through with this life. He's given her a mission, and she's doing really wonderfully with this mission. and Pastor Bob. They're truly a blessing to the community.
I would really suggest getting involved with community outreach ministry. They're out here in our community. They're helping our children grow up to live productive lives and be a sponsor and be involved with this community.
I thank the sponsors and all the volunteers that have helped this ministry for my kids, myself, and all the community.
The sponsors are great. They are always ready to have a gift and a kind hand. They want to help out as much as possible, and it's not just, to get their name out there. They really care about these kids, and they really care about the happiness for them.
I'd really like to commend the city of Lake Elsinore, Wildermore, the surrounding cities, because the children have enjoyed the firemen's, being able to tour their trucks and to talk to them, the policemen, the mayor, just participating with this program. The community is really backing the program, which is a blessing.
It was nice knowing that there was someone out there that cared. It was nice knowing that there was someone out there that really wanted to do for my children.
For the community outreach to step in and love them and nurture them, lets them know that, okay, my parents are not here, but I am loved. I'm loved. There is someone who cares about me, and there's someone who can care for me. So that's very important, extremely important to the children.
I would tell them that it's all about the youth, and the youth are the most important in our communities. They are going to be our future presidents. They are going to be our future mayors, our future countrymen, and we are teaching them that it's not just them out there, that somebody wants to help. Just because one of their parents is incarcerated doesn't mean that they're forgotten about. Just because, they may live in poverty doesn't mean that they can't do anything and everything that they want to do in life. They can go to college, and they can get a great career, and they can move on.